we've had on the campus for a number of years. We're just finishing up our last 7-year cycle. So at the end of this summer, the current class pass agreement will expire. And after that, if there is no new class pass renewed, there'll be no there's no unlimited access to AC Transit buses. And we'll have to adjust all of our campus shuttle service provided because we just won't have enough funding to be able to run the shuttle the way we run it right now. The class pass provides about a little bit over 40% of the campus shuttle funding right now. As I said, most of that goes towards the night safety shuttle. So if we don't have all that, 40% of our funding for the shuttle is going to be a lot to be missing. So we'll have to make some adjustments with that. The way that we got to where we are now, in the fall, Connor and Sharir met with AC Transit a number of times to sort of negotiate the best terms that they could, and they worked very hard on the students' behalf, and they were able to get the contract adjusted so that AC Transit stepped up to the plate and added a couple of things to the contract, some sort of service promises, and I think that's why we have Jim here, to sort of put him in the hot seat, because some of the service promises they agreed to will be to be providing better metrics. They provide metrics on their website right now, but the idea is to provide better metrics on the buses that best serve the campus, and to be able to do it maybe on a quarterly basis, to be able to provide metrics as to on-time performance, the ridership, which is going to be still a bit of a challenge, but to really try and give the students a sense of the services that they're getting for the money that they provide to AC Transit. They have also agreed that they will be much more proactive in any time they're looking at doing any sort of service changes to any of the buses that will be going that affect campus, that they'll come onto campus and really work with the students to inform them as to the thoughts that they have with the service changes and give the students a chance to have some input on that more proactively. Rather than just sort of hearing about it in the background, they'll be more proactive about coming onto campus. They'll be working on a larger project that Stephen will talk about later on, about improving reducing the delays on the 51, especially on the College Avenue run. I'll let Stephen go into the details of that. The other thing that AC Transit is going to provide is more real-time information. So those of you who use AC Transit, there's NextBus. On your smartphone, you can get NextBus and find out when the next bus is arriving. If you go down to downtown by the Berkeley BART, there are some electronic signs that are physically on the ground. AC Transit has agreed to install a couple of those on campus, and we're going to finalize the exact locations. Tentatively, it's going to be Bancroft and College, and then tentatively trying to find the right spot at the new Lower Sproul development. So when the new Lower Sproul opens up, and it's this fantastic student hub, AC Transit will be an additive to that. And the idea was to give real-time information of bus arrivals with electronic signs in that location. Find a good spot for that. So those were some of the things that both Connor and Sharir worked very hard to negotiate with AC Transit, and I think that's a great contract that's going forward. So any questions on where we are with the class pass right now? Yeah?
So if this doesn't pass, and you said there'd be a 40% cut, have they discussed, just because it's coming up so soon, I'm just curious, what would be cut? Do they know yet?
We would really have to figure out what we have to do. Yeah. So we would reach out to the students and say, okay, this is our service, this is what it costs for each line. We have the cost per line, and sort of work with you and say, okay, do you really want the night safety service to go all night? Right now it goes, we basically run 24 hours. Mm-hmm. Our night safety shuttle runs till 6 a.m. So if we cut it back to just midnight, we would save X number of dollars. Is that what the students really want? These are the type of things that but they're going to be tough choices, because the entire shuttle is just under $2 million a year to run. So if we have to cut somewhere around $850,000 out of that, that's a lot of money to have to cut out of a budget. So yeah, it's going to be tough.